Is something the matter?
She hates me, you see.
Who?
Mother.
Oh, Melanie, I'm sure she doesn't.
When I get home in the evening, do you know what she does? She sits there for hours, refusing to speak. Then when I get her supper on the table, she refuses to eat. I know she can only work one side of her face now, but she can eat perfectly well. And when I try to feed her, she lets the food fall out of her mouth and stares at me with such malevolence. Until suddenly she'll say something utterly... Last night she said, "It's not my fault you've spent your life in my home. I never wanted you here. But as you're too stupid and too unattractive to make any reasonable man a wife, I've accepted the responsibility for you. And now I need you at last. You refuse to pay your debt." Coming out of the side of her mouth like a gangster. One of those films you used to take me to. And she wets herself. She wets herself all the time.
Oh, Melanie, I'm so sorry. Of course, I realize that last attack must have left her more incapacitated and possibly even a little incontinent.
She's not incontinent, Henry. She does it on purpose, out of spite. She never does it with Grimes, only with me. She says that as I'm behaving like a neglectful parent, she'll behave like a neglected child. The only child I'll ever have. Of course, she adores Grimes, or pretends to. She started giving her things that belong to me that she knows I love. Just the other day, a silly lithograph of a donkey that's hung in my room all my life, almost. Of course, Grimes gives them back. The worst thing is, I'm beginning to hate her. I hate going home. But when I'm there, to have such dreadful feelings. Because the thought of years, it could be years apparently. Years of this. So, wishing she'd have another attack and die now. Dreadful. Too dreadful. Almost imagining myself doing something to get her out of the way.
But she must love you, really, mustn't she? Or she wouldn't resent your being away from her so much.
I can't give up my teaching, Henry. I can't. Your getting me this job was the best thing that ever happened to me. Of course, she's always despised it. Even before she was ill, she said that teaching foreigners was a job for failures. But I love it, and I'm not going to give it up.
I only wish that I could give you some comfort, my dear.
You do, Henry. You're just being here and knowing that you care makes all the difference. All the difference. It always has. What a fool I was not to marry you when you gave me the chance. I keep thinking about it now. And what she said about your being too young and not knowing what you were doing and blighting your career. Even then she was my enemy, my real enemy. Of course, I'm glad you're so happy. I would never have made you so happy. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, there, my dear. There. Mustn't think of the past. It's the future, There. Perhaps I'd better just... Hello? Oh, hello, Nigel. Yes, it is. No, Anita's gone, I'm afraid. At least I think she has. Have you seen Anita in the last half hour? No, Melanie hasn't seen her either, so I'm pretty sure she... Yes, of course I will. Yes. 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 You're phoning from Liverpool Street. You're about to catch a 6:13, so you'll be home before 8. Right, fine. Got that. Oh, Nigel, yeah. Good luck with the first issue. We're all looking forward to it enormously. Yes, right. Bye. That was Nigel for Anita, as you've probably gathered. Look, Melanie, you must come around. Have a real talk with Fanny. Take you out of yourself, away from your problems.
Thank you, Henry.
No, we'd love to see you. I'll get her to ring you, all right? And now I must, I really must.
Get back.
Yes. Well, see you Monday, my dear.
Monday, Henry.
Yes. Yes.
Is Thomas in there?
No, he's not.
Oh, well, I can't make it out. I've looked everywhere up in the flat, all the classrooms in the office, and the phone going all the time about some of our Japanese and that French restaurant. And they're not even French, it turns out. They're from Wiltshire. I don't know what Thomas said to them. I didn't know anything about it. He knows I can't deal with that sort of thing. And now he's booked a table for the two of us tonight, at their request, forcing us to take full responsibility. Really, I don't see what it's got to do with the school if a few Japanese can't hold their drinks. I don't know why he agreed. I mean, it's all too...
Now, Eddie, now, you mustn't worry. You'll make yourself ill, and it's not worth it. Why don't you go upstairs to the flat and have a rest? I'm sure it'll all sort itself out in the end. You know, Thomas, he'll get it completely under control. He always does in the end.
Well, of course, you're right, my dear. Thank you, yes. And a little rest, and I'll try and persuade Thomas to have one, too.
That's right, you both need it. Oh, and would you give this back to him when you see him and tell him I'm terribly sorry. A page of it seems to have got torn. Mr. Meadle insisted on snatching it out of my hands and then dropped it. He was only trying to be helpful, of course, but you know how clumsy he is.
Dear, Cushion's one of our favourite books. Thomas will find it difficult to forgive Meadle. Oh, by the way, how's Mother?
Oh, top hole, thank you, Eddie.
Oh, good.
Well, see you Monday.
Yes, see you Monday. Good.
Hello, Eddie.
Oh, hello, St. John. I thought you'd gone.
No, I just thought I'd see if there's anyone still about.
No, they all left.
Ah.
Well, good night then, St. John.
Good night, Eddie. See you Monday.
Yes, see you Monday.
Hello, St. John.
Hello.
Henry. Deep in thought?
Hmm? No, just... Well, you know.
Ah. Did you have a good half-term?
Oh, yes, thanks, yes.
What did you do? Did you go away?
Well, no, I stayed here.
Here?
Yes.
Oh, in Cambridge, you mean? Just for a moment, I thought you meant actually here, in this room. I think perhaps because last time I saw you, you were sitting in exactly the same place, in very much that position, as if you hadn't moved all week.
Oh.